Right guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video today, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your cable, your OBD2 cable, to be able to be used with Inpa and Ista. Now many people do get confused about how to do this because they install Ista, they install Inpa, and then have no clue how to set up the cable and they think that the program's not working. So I'm here to tell you and show you how you can set this up very, very easily. And it's not a problem with your program, it's not a problem with your cable, it's the settings are not configured correctly. It doesn't come out the box ready to be used. You have to configure it all, and that's what we're going to do today. So once you've installed Easy BMW Tools, as we're going to start there, and then we'll start with Vista after, you're going to want to go to here, to your folder menu. You're going to want to click this, and you're going to want to go to Local Disk C. Inside here, you'll have EDIABAS. And you're going to want to go to Inpa, and in your bin, you will find an EDIABAS error code, which will tell you what the issue is if you have any issues. So you can just load that up, and if you've got any issues with the EDIABAS settings, it will tell you right here what the settings are. And you can see here, this is all the fault codes that it will give you. If there's a problem, it gives you all the list right here. Yes, it's in German, but it can be translated. That's the first thing I'd run into. The next one you want to go into is the EDIABAS settings. Then you want to go into your bin. Then what you want to go down to is you want to go to your EDIABAS folder, which is right here. You want to load that up, and you want to make sure this is set to STD OBD. Now, when you get it, it will be set to remote, or sometimes it can be set to ENET. You need to make sure that's set to that. If it's not, you can edit it just like this. You can see there, I can edit it if I really wanted to and re-enter it, do whatever I need to do. You can edit it, you need to. You don't have to touch anything else along here because everything else is set up correctly. Just make sure this right here is set up to STD OBD. Then obviously we just won't save because it's already set up correctly. The next one you want to come down to in the bin is this right here, which is OBD. You click on that, and you want to make sure this is set on COM port 1. If it's set on COM port 4, which majority of the time it is, you just change it to COM port 1. Once that's been changed, if you're still getting no communication from the cable, or it just keeps reading and scanning, but it's not loading anything, the next one you go to will be this one, which will go here. We'll just type in this PC. We'll just load that up, and we'll just load this. We'll go to Properties, Device Manager, and we'll come into Device Manager. You're going to see my cable's already connected for this video for the purposes. And you can see right here on ports, you'll see USB serial port, COM port 1. Now that can be set to a very different things. It can be COM port 2, COM port 3, COM port 4, depending on what it comes out set up of. You then want to go into Properties, Port Settings, Advanced, and you want to check here. Now you see you can move this to any port you want. Okay, so that's why you have to be careful. Whatever port you put this on, make sure you go into your EDIABAS settings and change it to that COM port. If you don't, the cable won't work. I always like to use COM port 1. It's just much easier. You just put it on COM port 1 so you know it always connects and it's only one port. So mine's always on COM port 1. The next thing you'll see is the latency timer. This will be set by default to 16. Okay, you want to make sure this is set to 1. If that's set to 16, what's going to happen is the Inpa, the battery and ignition lights are going to go crazy and flash. On Ista, you're going to be able to read the car, but it's not going to be able to pick up probably just the VIN, and it will struggle to read. The latency timer is the speed connection of when the cable's connected. Now at 16, it's reading way, way too fast. So it's not managing to pick up everything it needs to via the OBD. That's why you have to move it down to 1. If you don't move it down to 1, then of course, it's going to be reading too fast and not be able to pick up all the information needed for the program. So do make sure to bear that in mind. That's how easy it is to configure Easy BMW Tools. It's just like that. Now we're going to go on to Ista. Now for Ista, you want to make sure you go into your local disk C, and you're going to want to go into your EDIABAS, and you're going to want to go into Ista. And again, you just want to check your EDIABAS settings, and you come into here, we'll see what it's saying, STD OBD. You want to make sure this is the same throughout all of them. You can see there, I've got it right there, and you don't have OBD right here. You've only got OBD node for an OBD cable, you don't have an OBD option. That's because obviously BMW don't recommend to use OBD with the software. They only allow you to really use Ethernet or ICOM. So cable's basically been set up basically dodgily to make it work with Vista because OBD was never a thing. But yes, EDIABAS, you need to make sure it's set to STD OBD as well in Ista. If it's not, it will not work. Okay, so that's the other thing that you need to check. Now what we're going to do is load up Ista. So we'll just load this up. And once this all loads up, you'll see right here, just let it load. We'll just make it wider so you guys can see. We'll come into the settings right here above the spanner, and you want to check everything's correct for you. Usually I put British English, but you can see you've got all the languages here. Depending on what you want. So my other one's in Spanish, so if I want to put it in Spanish, I can. You want to come into vehicle interface, and you need to make sure that this EDIABAS setting is set. You can also use a pass-through tool or a J2534, which I have one of those as well, which I don't use. And of course, you can also use an icon. Okay, EDIABAS default settings, EDIABAS is the INI. Now that's why I just showed you in the ISTA folder. You need to check that to make sure it's set to STD OBD, because again, it will come set to remote. If you don't change it, you will not get a connection at all. You need to change this setting, and it even tells you here in brackets, EDIABAS.INI, that's what it's going to be using. Okay, if it ain't set up correctly, get no connection from ISTA. So do make sure it's set to that. That's all you have to do. It will ask us Ethernet as preferred communication channel when connected via ICOM. Obviously, you would have that as yes if you're using an ICOM. If you're using an ICOM, you just click here. There's nothing more to it. You don't have to do nothing with Vista. You just click it using an ICOM and start scanning away. It'll pick up the ICOM, the IP address, connect to it, and done. With a cable, as many of you guys know, it's a lot more difficult. You have to change the settings all the time depending on what you're using. So do bear that in mind. If you're not comfortable with doing that, you can refer back to this video or just don't change your settings at all. Set it up for what you need it for, what you're going to use, and be done with. But that is how you set up all the tools and how you configure them to be used with the cable or the ICOM. As I said, the ICOM isn't difficult. ICOM, you just use iTool Ready to lock the ICOM and you can use the other programs. With these, you just use the cable and you just change the settings based on the EDIABAS. It's very, very simple. I hope this video is going to help many of you guys now who have been questioning me that your program's not working or your cable's not working for Inpa or it's not working for Ista. This should show you now how to set it up correctly and what you've been doing wrong the whole time. Now, as I said, if you do have problems or you need any of this software or you need any kind of help setting it up or you're having problems, I do have fully legit working versions on the membership, as you can see here on mine fully work. This is what you'll find in the Google Drive link. You'll also find the datans. Everything you need is on the Google Drive link along with the software. And obviously you have my help 24/7. We've got a massive Telegram group with everyone on there who can also help as well if you run into any issues. But I hope this video is going to help many of you guys who are having trouble, who have this on your laptop. And there's a lot of people out there with it who's stuck, don't know what to do, can't get it to work, and just think, forget it. They can't be bothered and went and bought another scan tool. So hopefully this video will help many, many of you out there get this program set up and running so you can actually benefit from the joys of using this application. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.